Alright, so springtime is upon us, and has been for a little while, I suppose. And that means it's garage sale season. Now, I'm going to say last weekend, because it was last weekend, I went on my first garage sale outing. Now, I was going to go on Saturday, but it was raining its ass off. And since then, I watched a video of Bithead1000's, my new personal YouTube hero, where he went out on a rainy day and scored a bunch of video games. So maybe I made the wrong call by staying in. Although, rather than going to garage sales, I did check out some stores and pawn shops, and I saw video games in captivity, but the price for their freedom was a little steeper than I would have liked to pay. The only thing I really saw that I wanted was a red cart and a black cart version of Maximum Carnage on the Genesis. But that's definitely a game that I want, and I want it complete. So it was $8 for the loose cart. You know, I could pay a little bit more and get it complete on the Weber nets. So anyway, the next day, Sunday, went out to a couple garage sales. Couldn't find shit. My girlfriend keeps saying, but Jared, do they have video game or garage sales on Sundays? And I'm like, yeah, I see them all the fucking time. What are you talking about? But not this weekend. I only saw like 2 or 3, and I had to do a lot of journeying to find those few. And it was bleak, slow going, a lot of traveling, not a lot of cool stuff, and spirits were low. Then we found a garage sale, and I found this super spooky skull for $1. So I was like, you know what? I'm leaving with some kind of treasure from this outing. So, got a skull, super spooky. Gonna name this bad son of a bitch Alfonso, because I don't know, it just seemed fitting. Seems like an Alfonso. So we'll sit him there next to Ladyhead. Went to some flea markets. Went to some flea markets after striking out on the quest for garage sales, and hit up all the ones in the town I live in. And there was one, and they had a case with like 3 games. And Duke Nukem 0 Hour for $10 was the only thing I was even sort of interested. They had a loose Pokemon X, and the guy was asking $30 for it. $10 off of a brand new copy missing the case? Fuck you, dude. If you're watching this and you know, fuck you, $30. He's like, well, it's new, so it's still pretty costly. Depreciation, my friend. Now, I know that Pokemon games hold their value, as a lot of Nintendo stuff does. However, you can, for $10 more, you can get it new with the case and have it look nice in your big wall of shit. But I was looking around, and they had a bunch of toys there, and the lady with the little toy booth, she had a basket, and she said everything in that basket's free. So I don't know what the fuck this is, but it just spoke to my heart, and well, I really don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be, but it didn't cost me shit, so now it lives with us. And the guy with the little cabinet with the few games, he got real excited to be speaking to a real life human being when I asked about games. And I saw these little Mario Kart, I think these are like from McDonald's or something. These little Mario Kart figures. Got this Bowser. The spikes on the shell aren't painted. That kind of sucks. But this had a $1.50 sticker on it. And this was $1. And I was like, would you do $2 for both of them? Because, like, I didn't want to dig for fucking change. So he's like, yeah, sure, I was going to change the price. And he's like, that'll be $2.14 after tax. You Motherfucker, you're in a goddamn flea market. And what's the story with that? Do flea markets charge sales tax? Or did this motherfucker just really want me to root around my pocket for change? Um, I don't know. Is this a new phenomenon or what? Like, fucking sales tax on your McDonald's toys? Oh, you didn't make these, right? So, I don't know, man. It just rubbed me the wrong way, but I'm not going to spit in his face over 14 cents and walk out of the store. So then went to one last flea market, and there's a guy running a comic book stall and toys. There's like a Terrordrome from the Ninja Turtles, the toy set sitting there, and that was pretty cool to see in real life. It's got the eye that rolls down and shit. So I was like, hey, you got any video games? Because I've seen him post on Facebook saying he's got a comic book and video game booth in this flea market. And he's like, yeah, I got video games, just not here. I'm getting ready to open up a video game store in the shopping center across the street. So I was like, oh shit, over there by Cousin Vinny's? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So that's going to open up in August. And he runs an eBay store, and he's like, you can check it out. Here's my eBay username. And I offer free pickup. Since you're local, you may be interested in that. So I'll check it out and see if he's got anything worth buying. But maybe I can work some sort of unholy alliance with this gentleman and, do a segment about his new store and shit on Mondo Cool TV. So I'm always looking for places like that for segments. But I continued my search around that particular flea market, and I saw a place. Actually, I saw a few games before that. There was a couple of PlayStation games. I had Rayman, Point Blank 3, and they were complete, asking $6. Or I think Rayman was $5 and Point Blank was $3. And there's 3 or 4 other PS1 games. They were all complete, but the discs looked like shit. And I've got a modded PS1 and a soft modded PSP. I mean, I'll buy a PlayStation game for $5 if it doesn't look like shit. And this looked like shit. I mean, I wanted Point Blank 3. I fucking love light gun games. And, give me a fucking reason to buy that Namco light gun that's got the little video input. Like, give me a fucking reason to buy that, please. But the discs looked like shit. So I continue my search. They actually had a couple of arcade cabinets there, too. I think it was like... I forget what it was, but I wanted to play it. It had a flight stick on it. It was like fucking Laser Fox. I don't know. It seemed pretty cool. I wanted to play that shit. And then I'm finishing up, coming down the last aisle, and I see a PlayStation 1 and a bucket of AC adapters and plugs and shit. So I'm looking at that. I'm like, how much you want for the PlayStation 1? Just because I always ask how much shit is. Because, if he's like, $2, I'll be like, okay. I'll add it to my stack of 6 PlayStation 1s for $2. But it's like $10. That's what a PlayStation's worth to me. I've already got like 5 of the motherfuckers. I didn't look on the back if it had the RCA jacks, the real early one. Because I would have bought that for $10 probably, just because, I've got 2 of those. But I don't know. I like them. I think it's kind of neat, those early ones that have the built-in composite shit. And then sitting on his table was a lone, sad Nintendo tape. And I said, hey, man, you got any more of these Nintendo tapes? And it's like, and he just gave me a look, and it's like, just what I see here is like, okay. And Sky Shark. So this is my only video game acquisition on that all-day mission. Well, I guess these are video game related acquisitions, so I guess that counts. But Sky Shark, I didn't know shit about it other than the guy on the cover looks really pissed off. I guess I'll edit in a picture up here. The guy looks fucking furious. and I assume he is the Sky Shark. I assume he is the Sky Shark, and so when I was waiting for my PC yesterday, I opened my window so I could hear the arrival of any UPS trucks, and that plan worked out. But while I was doing that, I was playing Sky Shark, which I can make it to the second level, but this game's been kicking my shit in. Like I've gotten pretty good at the first level, but the second level, man, is real fucking furious. And it's a 5-level game, arcade style vertical scroller, and go ahead and watch over that for me, Ladyhead. I've been having fun playing it, and I asked the guy how much he wanted on this. He said $2. I forget if I even said the price. He said $2. I was like, sure, $2. Let me. That's the dispensing of money. It's like, let me take home a real life video game. So I freed this from captivity, and that's my acquisitions. I did have this before I made Ketchup Vag, but because this was a recent find, I wanted to make it as a separate video because I had this other bullshit that wasn't video games, even though it's video game related. Now, speaking of garage sales, the day before yesterday, today's Friday, this is Wednesday. I was driving around, and right around the corner from my house, there was a garage sale sign. And when I got to it, I was like, oh shit, I went to these guys' garage sale last year, and I picked up a translucent purple Game Boy Color with kind of a fucky D-pad. But it was $5. I picked it up, and I was gonna do something with that. I was gonna loan it to my knucklehead friend, give him a week to play Pokemon, and then throw down, like, both start a new save in a week. It's actually going to give him a 3-day head start because I know how he is. And then let him have a week to train, and I was only going to do it in 3 days myself, and then battle our teams because I have a little more Pokemon experience. Whatever. So I'd been to this guy's garage sales before, and he had some video games. When I showed up, the only thing they had was... the only thing I saw was 2 original Xbox composite cables and a power cord that it may not necessarily have come from an Xbox. It's one of those universal AV cords, but it could be used with an Xbox. Probably was at one point used with the Xbox that those AV cables came from. So I look around, I look through the records, didn't see any laser discs, didn't see anything else video game related, but there was a guy standing in front of that portion of the table. When I scanned over it, I totally missed it. And before I left, I asked, because one of the biggest tips I have learned is to always ask. Just see if they got any video games. So it's like, no, just what's on the table over here. Super Nintendo games. Like, ooh, Super Nintendo game. Let's see what they got. So I go over, and it's Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. And I already have a copy of it. He's asking 10. I was like, you asking 10 on this? And he's like, yeah, it goes for $18 online. Last year it was going for $25. It's crazy. Actually, you can hear the audio, because I got a little bit of video of it, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to merge these together. I might have it, I don't know, you'll see. Do you have anything, like any old video games?
Oh, no, I got one right there.
Yeah, okay.
Got a couple of some more they weren't bad.
How much you asking? $10?
Yeah, I think it's like 18 online. It's come down something. It was $40 last year this time. Same game. Crazy.
Alright, thanks. So, whenever I hear online, I walk away. I'm not doing business with you. If you want to sell things with online prices, Don't waste the time dragging shit out in your front yard and spending a whole fucking day uh, haggling with chowderheads like me over fucking pennies. If you want to sell shit online, get a fucking eBay account, dude. Get Amazon. So I walked away and I hopped in the old Terramobile and looked it up on Amazon. It's going for $9.45. Now, after shipping, it'll be like $12, but the seller is going to have to pay for the shipping out of that shipping credit. So you're looking at like probably 10 or $11 is the profit the seller's going to walk away from it. So, fuck you, guy. It ain't going for $18 online. You probably looked at eBay, saw one buy it now asking $18, but that don't mean shit. Anyone can ask anything. This copy of Sky Shark right here, I want $5,000 for it. That doesn't mean this is a $5,000 game. That means I'm an asshole. So, hopefully I get a lot more garage sale shit done this year. We'll have some more garage sale videos. Let me know what you think of my acquisition. I've been enjoying it for $2. If you've seen my Collector Zone video, we've already hit the problem. I alphabetized all my Nintendo games. They live over here. I alphabetized all my Nintendo games. And Codename Viper was the first one to... I don't have any space left on that media shelf. So now I've got Sky Shark and Codename Viper. So I can add these to the alphabetical queue, but then we got 2 games that get bumped off the bottom shelf. So that was what the Collector Zone video is about. How do you contend with shit like that? I had it alphabetical. I've got all my PS2 games here alphabetical, and I like it. It helps me find shit. But once I outgrow this end of the shelf, I'm going to have to find a place for my stack of Atari and Famicom games to live. Like, look at this shit. This is all Saturn stuff right here. This is all Saturn stuff. But if I want to add these to alphabetize it, then my Sega CD gets bumped off the shelf. Which I've never actually went out of the way to... Never went out of the way to alphabetize this shit because it's already fucking overflowing. So, let me know what you think about these acquisitions today. And let me know what you think about garage sales and the dummies that even think to say, well, online it costs. Because my opinion is, fuck you, dude. You want to sell it online? Sell it online. Don't waste my fucking time dragging your shit out in your lawn. Alright, thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of Vag. What's that? You don't have a taste for Vag? That's alright. Here at the Terror Dome, we're very accepting of alternative lifestyles. Perhaps one of these other fine videos would be more relevant to your interests.